Joining us, I'm Robinson Miles. County leaders are speaking up after a former employee of Davis County Animal Control accused them of planning mass euthanasia for the animals at the county shelter. She says she was opposed to the plan and was fired for it. They say there never were any plans like that. Emma Beck joins us after talking with both sides.
Beginning April 1st of this year, No Kill Rescue It Takes a Village entered into a contract with the Davis Fiscal Court to begin operating the county's animal shelter. The former director of the shelter, Ashley Thompson, was then designated as an animal control officer under the sheriff's office, but was fired at the end of October. She says over a dispute regarding when to euthanize animals. Former Davis County Animal Control Officer Ashley Thompson was the director of the county animal shelter for 16 years before operations were taken over by It Takes a Village Animal Rescue in April. She was fired from her animal control job last month. She says because she was against a plan to manage overcrowding at the shelter with a, quote, mass euthanasia.
Me and myself and the two other animal control officers were going to go to the shelter with ITV, and we were going to euthanize a mass amount of animals to get their numbers down or a more comfortable level that they could manage.
She said the animal control officers were told of the plan in a series of meetings with county officials and the Davis County Sheriff, who now oversees animal control following the transition.
There was a possibility that fiscal court was going to have us start euthanizing animals again, and not just dangerous or sick animals that couldn't be treated, all animals based on the amount of space that ITV had. So if ITV didn't have room, then we were going to euthanize them.
She says if the euthanasias were performed by ACOs like herself, then ITV would not lose its no-kill status.
And to be able to do that under the deception that ITV was no-kill, but then you're having somebody else euthanize animals because ITV doesn't want to take them, it just seemed wrong and it seemed deceitful to the public.
Sheriff Brad Youngman says he can't comment on Thompson's termination, but they never decided to do a mass euthanasia, and animal control has not done any euthanasia at all after their transition to his office. In a statement, he says in part, regarding the allegations Ms. Thompson has made publicly, it is important to clarify that while euthanizing excess animals may have been a component of the previous shelter program, it has never been and will never be a function of the Davis County Sheriff's Office. Judge Executive Charlie Caslin says he's been very pleased with ITV's shelter operations and hasn't heard of any plans to euthanize animals on the spot.
I've never even heard it said that they euthanize animals before they take them in. I've never even heard it said.
Sheriff Youngman says there may be a place for euthanasia in their protocols moving forward, only for animals they come across in law enforcement who are suffering, in order to not prolong their pain. We also reached out to Tangela Smith, the executive director of It Takes a Village, who says she has no comment.